Millicent, South Australia. It's the Teagle Excavations ARB Pines Enduro.
The track was just fantastic out there. It was just flowing and fast, beautiful track.
At speed, you clip a pine tree, it'll take a wheel off a car.
Yeah, them trees are very dangerous, got to keep an eye on what you're doing.
There's lots and lots of big straights, and yeah, they can usually get the power down pretty well here too.
I like the fact that the spectators get really well looked after here.
Pedal to the metal, that's it. Just go hard.
Welcome to Millicent, South Australia. It's round 6 of the ARB Off-Road Racing Championship and the Teagle Excavations ARB Pines Enduro 400. We're at Friday afternoon scrutineering, so let's catch up with some of the locals to get the gossip on how this weekend's going to unfold.
We're here in Millicent in the southeast of South Australia for the 6th and final round of the 2018 ARB Off-Road Racing Championship.
Quite unique with this event, it's very close to town.
Very close, it's pretty much right on the outskirts. You drive 500 metres out the driveway and you're in Millicent. And the locals come out in droves to see it.
Damien, what is it you love about the Pines Enduro?
Just the atmosphere, it's a great track, it's a big family of off-road racing. It's only 3 hours down the road for us, so we're here every year.
It's always a great event. Dust is not a problem here. Overtaking is never a problem here. We've raced here for 30 odd years, and yeah, we love it.
We've had 5 good rounds prior to this. We're looking forward to wrapping up the championship for the year, and there's still some places in the different classes up for grabs, so it'll certainly be an interesting weekend for all the competitors concerned. Fortunately for Brent Martin, Brent's wrapped up the championship for the year. He can't be beaten.
Yeah, Brent seems to have it wrapped up already, so second and third's going to be very close.
I think Brent wants to stamp his authority over the championship for the year and show him how to do it. He's a chip off the old block. His dad, Craig, has won the Australian Championship quite a few times in the past, and Brent's done it this year, and the top effort for Brent for 2018.
And really good to see in second and third a nice mix of the classes with Class 4 and Class 5 up there.
Yeah, it's good to see you've got a Class 1 car up front, and then you've got a Class 5 and a Class 4 contending in the top 3. So between those two guys, depends how they go this weekend to who's going to take home the silverware.
The 2018 ARB Australian Off-Road Racing Championship offers entrants a choice of 11 competitive classes. Class 1 consists of buggies and truggies with 1 or 2 crew members and naturally aspirated engines not exceeding 3.5 litres.
Class 1, they're basically the 3.5 litre naturally aspirated buggies. And the nice thing is you've got a lot of guys like Dale Martin and his brother Brent that are really giving the unlimited buggies a run for their money. Cars are usually really light, really nimble. Guys that are serious in that class, their cars are immaculate too, like they're so well prepared.
I like about the class, it can be pretty competitive without spending too much out of the old hip pocket.
It's a cheaper class. I used to be in the pro class, but I kept breaking too many things.
Sort of a little bit cheaper than trying to play with the big boys. I save every penny I can to try and come racing.
Generally the Class 1s are seen as good all-rounders.
Yeah, mate, yeah, good all-rounder. Yeah, you can be pretty competitive and they've got a bit of pace about them, so they're a good thing to drive.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of power, but they're lightweight and fairly good all-round performance.
And this weekend holds a good mix of racing.
It does. Tonight we've got scrutineering where the whole town comes out. Tomorrow we've got prologue and then a short course, which keeps everyone within the quarry area. And then Sunday they get out to the forest and do the main race.
Jeff, an exciting day of racing.
Absolutely fantastic. You know, the weather's been great today, not too cold, no rain, plenty of spectators. Great to see. 5 different heats, 4 laps each.
and running them in their fastest times, and the quickest guys last, and 8 to 10 vehicles on the track at one time.
Not separated by class, but as you said, separated by times into the groups.
Yeah, all by times. In classes, sometimes you have some guys that are quick and some guys that are slower, so it's good to have everyone, different classes in the same times running together. 2 at a time to start off, a minute apart, and that's exciting up into that first corner.
The Saturday is always amazing. It's short course racing at its best. There's the wheel-to-wheel racing, the cars off the line, and we're at Teagle's Quarry, which is a great spectator venue. You can see 90% of the track from one spot, so no other off-road track in Australia really can offer that. And there's not a lot of dust, so great for spectating, great for the close racing as well.
The arena here, it's a spectacle to see. You got to be here to see it. It's just unbelievable. You look back over the crowd and see a flurry of spectators. It's really great to see.
I reckon it's one of the best spectator tracks in Australia. There's so much to see. We've got the big screen, we've got some action everywhere you want to look. There's cars somewhere doing something pretty amazing. Fans will have a good day.
The main jump on the main straight, as the day went on, the cars got faster, the jumps got longer, and I was very impressed.
Definitely doing that today.
I think Greg's one of the biggest ones today, and watch out for the last lap tomorrow. If he's still going, it'll be the biggest jump of the weekend, I can guarantee it.
But it's good fun. It's good to put on a show for the crowd as well. That's what they're here for, and you can get a bit of air and see rooster tails going for them. It's fantastic, really good. As fast as you can get from coming around that top corner to hitting that jump, you just hold it flat the whole way. I'm rev limiter every gear, and I'm changing from 4th to 5th when I hit it.
In the quarry behind us, there's some huge jumps. Might even get lucky in a couple of them might go jump at the same time. We've seen a few cars flatland off that over the years. Pretty spectacular stuff.
And even though it's short course racing here today, a lot of varying terrain.
Yeah, very different terrain. You had mud in some sections, sand in some. The top corner, once the soil come off the top, there's actually a rock shelf underneath. And the last few cars, it was getting very, very rough there.
How do you think the track will change over the weekend?
The brake and bumps get fairly heavy and it will run out in spots, but I think this year they've put together a really good track for us.
The track today has been really good actually. We've had a lot less rain than what we normally have at this event, so it's made a big difference, a lot faster than what it normally is, that's for sure.
Weather conditions are actually ideal, I reckon, for this place. It's kind of sandy out the back here in the stadium area. It's actually nice and tacky. You can actually get some good traction there with the Mickeys.
Aaron, I believe this event won an award last year.
Yeah, we won the 2017 Millicent Community Event of the Year. We've been putting this event on for the last 40 years. Really great to be rewarded with a recognition. I'm sure without this event, Millicent would really miss it. All the locals, they all love it. Great feedback every year, so yeah, it's a great thing.
Traction is a critical component of four-wheel driving, but when you lose traction, a winch can be the insurance you need to get yourself out of trouble. To find out more about the latest in winches, let's speak to the guys from Mean Mother.
A lot of people want to know what is a winch and what are they used for. A winch is great insurance, not just for you as the occupant of the vehicle getting through a rough track, but for many things as vehicle recoveries or even clearing a track. Normally mechanically driven, they have a motor, a clutch, and sometimes a gearbox. Winches also come with two different cable types, a rope cable or a wire cable. The advantages of a steel cable is they're much more abrasive resistant, so you can drag it over rocks and hard surfaces and not worry too much about it fraying or tearing. Whereas a rope cable, on the other hand, you need to be a lot more careful about its position in the environment. You would have to use a blanket or something like that to protect it from the abrasive surfaces. Winches can be an expensive investment, but one that will repay itself tenfold in the future.
Sunday, they all get to play on the long course track, which goes out in the pine forest. Here they run a really unique format in that they start the slowest car first on Sunday morning, and they also start 2 at a time.
It's something interesting. It helps us out a little bit because we're about 30th or 40th, so we get started a little bit higher up.
I think that sort of gives the other guys a chance to at least get a lap in before the big cars wreck the track. Makes it more exciting for the fans, the pit crew. Everyone lands back here at the same time generally, and then big cars catch you fast. So it's good fun back there.
It's a bit of fun, starting at the back for the quicker ones, keeps you going a bit to catch that next car, you know, it's good.
When you're waiting out in the forest on Sunday morning, there's a real surge of engine noise as we're waiting for them to come through, and it's really quite exciting.
Straight down a gravel road. Yeah, we're pushing well over 200 out there for the road.
Yeah, 200 kilometres hour plus, especially over the road now. The guys will be, 170, 180 k's through the pine breaks.
The top speed here a couple of years ago was 249 k an hour.
We got hard packed roads out here in some sections where the big boys, they can really pour on the power. And I think we'll see speeds up to 240 k's an hour on some of those spots.
When the speed gets up there, no nerves?
It's my favourite bit.
What's going through your mind when you're sitting around 200 k's an hour off the road?
Hopefully nothing goes wrong.
You've got to be pretty brave though. There's plenty of big pine trees out there, so you don't want to get it wrong.
Such close proximity to the big trees and trying to hold it flat. It's an internal battle just to try and stay onto it, and you're kind of a little bit scared that you're going to collect one of those trees that are a couple of metres away.
Got pine trees whistling past you, 5 or 6 metres on either side of the car. You get to the corner, you're hard on the brakes, round the corner, down the next straight. Once again with pine trees whistling down alongside you. It's a very exciting and very challenging event.
Everyone talks about the trees. I think it's more the soil, the type of soil we're running on. We get a totally different grip level.
No dust. Simple as that, no dust. Every other race we've been to this year has been dusty, dusty, dusty.
It creates, I suppose, a race where really everyone can have a good go and a good crack, and you shouldn't get held up in too many places.
It changes dramatically. The more vehicles go through, some corners get chopped up in the sand and become very deep and rugged. In some of the rocky areas, tree roots get exposed and cause dangers for everyone.
Look out for the holes as they develop during the day, because you'll come around the next lap and there'll be one there that wasn't there last time.
If you're not on your game, in some of the places where they're harvesting some of the trees, there's stumps that are only 500 off the ground, and if you're not paying attention, you're going to collect one of those and they're going to cause some big damage.
There's a lot of rise and fall in the ground, so you're coming over crests of hills at speed, get airborne, get out of shape. It is a challenging track to ride.
This is a really rough race by the end, so the strategy is just going to be to make it to the end. It's anybody's guess whether we'll make it. We'll try our hardest, but we'll see at the end of the day.
Canopies are an awesome way to improve the storage of your four-wheel drive. But did you know that canopies are affected by load ratings? To find out more, let's speak to the guys from Carryboy.
When you're out on the tracks and you start loading your vehicle, especially your canopy, you've got a roof rack like what I've got on this. It's very important that you know what weight you can put on there, the capability of the canopy, and whether or not you need an internal structure to carry the weight, or whether or not the canopy itself has been built and structured around having a reinforcement put through it, like our one, without needing an internal support system. Carrying capacity on canopies is basically rated to whatever your vehicle can carry, which is an ADR law, which is within your manual or sticker on your vehicle. Our canopy was a full reinforced fiberglass canopy, stagnant weight put a rooftop tent on it, put 2 people, a bit of their gear, and it'll carry the weight. Once again, without any internal support structure. For argument's sake, we can put 300 to 400 kilos on this roof whilst you're standing. Whilst you're driving, you can put 100 kilos on there, 150. It's very important for the structure of the canopy to be able to carry that weight so it doesn't crack and you don't have any issues with it down the track.
First 2 laps, always you keep your wits about you. About what can happen on the first lap, especially second, a little bit slippery.
You've got to keep momentum up. As soon as you wash off speed, it takes a long time to get it all back.
The second 2 laps, we really got stuck into it.
Matt's good in the sand, we all know that, and then he's good on this track too, so he'll take some catch here.
Good to see, nice close atmosphere, very, very tight racing.
With our dust-free racing, the action doesn't stop all day.
This is a fantastic track, a real racing track.
It's just flowing and fast and not slippery.
Don't get caught in dust. If you're quick enough, you can get around them.
It's been a great weekend. The weather's been good to the event.
Cool enough for our cars, no overheating issues and no dust at all.
Geez, can we get this every year? It's just unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen it like that.
We've had great weather, great crowd attendance. You couldn't ask for a better weekend here in Millicent.
It's been absolutely top weekend here at round 6 of the 2018 ARB Off-Road Racing Championship. The top 3, Matt Hansen, car 7, navigated with Nigel Brindleby.
I think probably after lap 3, a couple of guys that were sort of racing against, they dropped out. So yeah, we pushed pretty hard and really had the car's been great.
Second, outright, Mark Burrows with his young son Matthew.
We just sort of settled into a bit of a groove and stuck with that. The young bloke was navigating, he called all the right calls and we had a good day.
And third outright, Gary and Tamara Turnbull from Mount Gambier.
We had perfect conditions. Traffic we had to overtake were really good. We never got held up anywhere.
Tamara, father-daughter combination, what's it like for you under pressure out there with your dad?
Not too bad. I just do as I told, basically, so that there's no issues in the car. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love racing with Dad.
Competition's been hard and fast.
I think there's been a pretty high attrition rate, myself included.
That was a really, really hard track on tyres.
I use Mickey Thompson's. Yeah, they're a good tyre.
They hook up great, they brake better. Can't say enough about them.
It's been a fantastic weekend. Teagle Excavations, ARB, Cars Transport, they're our major sponsors. Without them, this event doesn't happen. All the committee, the club, everyone involved. We can't thank those guys enough.
It has been a big year. 6 rounds, 4 on the count. The outright winner has been determined.
Definitely like to thank Netafim, also Ron Melton for all his work, Dean Williams, and obviously Mum and Dad and all the crew that come away and help and shed. And yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, ARB Championships, fantastic. That's all we've been doing since it started, and really the family affair for us. That's what this is all about.
My brother-in-law, my father-in-law avoided race racing. All my family turned up, everyone gets along. Just a good weekend away. Even if you break down, you still have a good weekend.
I've got 3 daughters. Tamara pulls rank on them most times, but we all come to the races and go all around the country doing it if you want.
There's some great races. There's so many great races in Australia. We'll definitely be back here next year.
I'd like to thank all the clubs that have been involved with the 2018 series. They've been absolutely top people to work with, put on great events.
For this championship, ARB is obviously the key sponsor. Ourselves, Mickey Thompson, Karcher, PWR and Red Arc. Great to have their support year after year.
Well, Murray, it's great to work with you at every round of the championship. Big thank you to yourself and your wife, Julie. If people need more information about the off-road racing scene here in Australia, offroadracing.com.au is a good source.
Offroadracing.com.au is the only source for off-road racing in Australia. It covers everything from every event around the country. We look forward to 2019 for sure.
The end of another top weekend of off-road racing and the end of the 6 rounds of the ARB Australian Off-Road Racing Championship. What a year it's been. Viewers, I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Simon Christie. Tread lightly. Keep it safe. Play hard. I'll see you next week.